Hello twin flames and welcome to this week's weekly reading, Piao and Pixie Powers. So this is going to be a weekly reading for twin flames and in general, so it's going to cover everything you need to know from the week starting Monday the 3rd of April, which is really powerful, going right through to Sunday, because on Thursday we've got the pink full moon in Libra, and that's going to open doors as well. I feel communication coming in, big changes, balance coming in as well, feeling more balanced. So by the weekend, you're going to feel easier about things. And we've also got the energy of Easter towards the weekend too. So we've got Good Friday, Easter Sunday, and resurrection and rebirth. So there's a lot going on this week. So you're going to feel the energies. So you may feel up and down. You may feel emotional. You may, feel it's a bit of a roller coaster ride, but remember, you're given strength from heaven. Everything you're going through, you can handle it. God would not give you anything that you can't handle. So whenever it's happening, remember your power and stand strong. And I feel you may see the number 1010 as a symbol of power. Now, I'm going to bring in the Moon and Stars Tarot by Jayne Wallace. I love this deck. So we're going to do an energy for the week, what we need to be aware of, and we need to know what the outcome is. And then we're going to do cards for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the weekend. I'm also going to do a card for the full moon, and I'm going to do a card for Easter. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know for the week ahead? So what's the energy around this week ahead, please? I feel it's that card there. What do we need to be aware of for this week ahead? What do we need to be aware of, and what's the outcome? What's the outcome of this week, please, angels? What's the outcome? Clear cards. Waiting for a clear card to come out. What's the outcome? Thank you. And that one as well. Well, can we have an energy, please, for Monday and Tuesday? Okay. Seeing what card comes out. Okay, card for Wednesday and Thursday. That's Wednesday and Thursdays. And a card for the weekend. I don't want loads of cards. They give me a block there. Just a very clear, precise message. So there may be blocks being lifted this week too around communication. We're also going to do a message for the full moon. The full moon, what do we need to know? There it is. And the energy around, I feel it's that one for the full moon as well. The energy around Easter. The energy around Easter. Thank you, angels. Wow, okay. So let's start with the energy for the week itself. So the energy is temperance. Look at this healing. So temperance is about taking things slowly, not rushing or forcing anything, being flexible and adaptable, being compassionate and kind, being loving, connecting with our angels, connecting with our intuition, going within for the answers, taking our time. So that brings in healing. So this is reminding you to have patience, because patience is power. And if you feel that your journey is out of balance this week, out of whack, if you feel like you're over giving and not receiving, make sure you're giving back to yourself, or you're focusing on service. So there's lots of healing taking place this week. And I feel this is not just within connections or within relationships. This is also within the physical self. So if you've been going through any ascension symptoms or any illness or dis-ease, there's a big healing occurring this week, which makes sense with Easter coming in, because Easter is a real time for miracles. So I feel this week is about miracle healing in body and mind, relationships and everything. So there's going to be a miracle. So if you're seeing bees, this is the reason why. And this really makes sense with the messages that came through yesterday, because we spoke about the masculines bringing that bee to you, that symbol of a miracle and communication, and a symbol of the journey moving forward. So there's a lot being healed this week. So what do we need to be aware of? So really we need to be aware that it's a healing week, but what can be affecting this healing week? We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So this is great because it's reminding you to be strong. You are strong enough to deal with whatever's going on. You were strong enough to get through it. You were resilient. And the Page of Cups is also opening doors of communication. So because there's a healing taking place around communication or around the physical self, there may also be messages of love coming through. And these are messages of love coming from your twin through signs, synchronicities, but also through the physical relationship you share, which means you may receive a real physical message, or it could be the way you're shown by heaven that you are loved. But this is a week where if we allow it in, we're going to feel stable. We're going to feel strong. We're going to remember who we are, because loyalty is power. And I feel this is a week where you know that the masculines are healing things to bring loyalty and stability to you. So there's a healing taking place to bring stability into your life. So if you're seeing 12-12, that's why. I definitely feel you may be seeing 10-10, but also to remind you that your loyalty is your power. It's not a weakness, it's a strength. You know, if you think, oh, well, I'm very loyal and I get walked over, it's a strength. And you're being reminded that loyalty is power. So this is a week of stability coming in through healing that will lead to, you know, the loyalty that you seek and the commitment that you seek and everything else flowing in. So the outcome of this week, if we trust in the power of the love and we go with the flow and we allow things to heal in our life, we've got the Queen of Cups and the Devil. Wow. So I'm not surprised the Devil card has come out for the outcome of the week when we're dealing with Easter and resurrection and healing, and Jesus is around as well. So obviously the devil is going to try to come in. The ego is going to try to come in to bring about fear and temptation and struggle and addictive behavior and obsession and all these things. So the way to overcome the ego is to have empathy, to tap in with your psychic side, to trust your intuition, to breathe, to be at ease. So I feel this is also a great week to overcome addictions, to heal anything that's toxic or to release anything that's toxic, to heal anything that may be addictive or may feel like a codependent behavior, and breathe through what's going on and release it to heaven, and have empathy for your twin and their journey and the things going on. Because remember, fear can make us do crazy things, act in crazy ways, say things that we don't understand or don't mean. So we have to rise above the ego. So the devil is really the ego, and the way the ego brings in their obsession. You know, obsessive thoughts, overthinking, going into fear. So instead of worrying about things, pray and replace any obsessive energy or anything that's obstructing things with empathy, kindness and love. And that's really the answer. So what I'm feeling with this is, you know, if things are taking time, there is a healing taking place. So instead of being angry or frustrated, have empathy and compassion for your situation and focus on the brilliant things, you know, like the loyalty, the love, the trust, the stability. And even if you feel like there's no trust or stability there right now, or loyalty, then you can focus on the love, because that is there right now, even if you have to look a little bit closer. So the energy of Monday and Tuesday, we've got the deceit here, Seven of Swords. So you're being reminded that the Seven of Swords is an energy of back and forth, okay? So things are being healed, so there's no more back and forth energy. So they can come to you and stay with you. And there's also a healing around the past. So this is the way that they may have deceived you or you felt deceived, the things that have been bad, that you've seen as bad, you know, the pain and the struggle. This is being healed right now. So it feels like there's a great healing of the past coming in Monday and Tuesday. Forgiveness energy. And Easter is also about forgiveness. You know, forgiving the past, releasing the past, healing, letting go. Wednesday and Thursday, which is also the energy of the full moon, we've got the star, inspiration. So in the middle of the week, it's going to be a great time to be inspired. And remember, you're always inspiring others. You're inspiring your twin, you're inspiring your family, your friends, people you may work with. Be that light, that leader. So you're feeling inspired. So the full moon is bringing creative energy in. It's allowing us to release things that need to go, but it's illuminating us to the truth. And it's also the pink moon in Libra. And pink energy is about romance and value and beauty and seeing things through the eyes of love. And that makes us inspiring to others. But it also inspires us too to see things in a new way. And they give me the word 2-2. So if you see 2-2 or 22-22 or 2-2-2, it's reminding you the universe has your back and that you are loved and that your twin flame loves you. And then the energy around the weekend for Easter, we've got the Five of Pentacles, insecurity. So again, I feel the devil could be, or the ego could be giving me fear, could be bringing up fear that causes insecurities, what if scenarios about the future that haven't yet occurred, so we start panicking about things. What if he doesn't love me? What if it never happens? And this is what comes up when things take a bit of time. And we have to ignore the ego and say, so what? I know this love is real. I trust the love. I'm building a solid foundation in my life. I feel safe. So you can overcome the fear by gratitude, self-love, affirmations, being in the moment, going for walks in nature, meditation, connecting on the 5D with your twin, and feeling the power of the love. And then the ego won't stick around. It'll try and edge all the goodness out of you, but you'll edge it away and you'll start to feel better. So the energy of the full moon is bringing in vision. Wow. Vision. And it's bringing in perfection and new beginnings. Love this. So we've got the 7 and 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Really great cards, because it's saying to you, you don't have to have a perfect vision, but you just have to have a vision. And sometimes it can feel hard work because we want everything a certain way, but we have to rise above because there is a new beginning coming in. And I really feel this. This is that resurrection energy, rebirth with the Easter energy. You're going to feel it, especially as we move towards the week after. As we go through Easter Sunday, Easter Monday, we're going to feel renewed. And the water rabbit is really bringing in power because we've been feeling something shifting, something brewing, something coming. So the full moon is opening doors to create in the 3D world what you are visualizing about in your mind or in your 5D world. And, this is what's flowing in. And the energy of Easter is bringing in the world and the Ace of Cups, which is really powerful because the world is about this completion and freedom coming in. And I'm feeling this as world energy. World over, we're feeling this satisfaction or this new beginning coming in. So this is a real healing. So the Ace of Cups is about moving forward towards what we want and opening our hearts to receive. And this is happening worlds over. Worlds over, in other words, all over the globe, because all over the world during this time, collectively, it's felt the presence of Jesus, no matter what the belief is around him, because Jesus, whether you believe him to be the Son of God or an ascended master or someone who's guiding or whatever, the energy is felt. It's felt globally at this time of the year. And this is the energy that's being sent out. So the more you shine your light bright this week, the more the world is going to benefit from it. Because everything you do, when it's operating through light, has a ripple effect on the world. And that's what you're being reminded of. So if you feel like you're not receiving love in certain areas of your life, start giving it back to yourself. So you're giving back what you crave, and then you have more to give. So you can also focus on service and giving and healing. And that's going to bring in a sense of satisfaction. When we get nervous, they say focus on service. So if the ego comes in at the weekend, if the ego is bringing in fear, you can focus on service, being kind, gentle, having empathy, giving. Even if you're going somewhere, just be in the energy of kindness and support. So you share that love with the world. Remember what Jesus said, love one another as I have loved you. And remember, it's never over. On Good Friday, when Jesus was crucified, everyone thought it was over, but it wasn't. It was just beginning. And that's what we need to know. I hope this helps. Have a great week. Happy full moon and happy Easter, and I'll see you soon.